This is the first attempt that OpenVoice has made to clone an original voice cloned. Soon we will hear from MOSSY, LOGZZ, beefloggz, ALEEF and NYMPHAE AVERNALES. Now the search is on, with a little finding, just like you have managed to find the online shop. Sure, we could do voiceovers, but now this is Influence DAPPER have entered the voice cloning and blocking in the last couple of weeks. Changes in the ways of search engine optimization might herald some further changes.
Hi, I'm Rachel Hewlitt from IDTV. Alright, new things happening with the avatar. Please report if you are getting any warnings from browsers at info@influencedapper.com. We had to contact Microsoft about this. We clarify that the Influence DAPPER website does not log personal details, only clicks via Google Tag Manager. The only time you will enter any credentials is if you want to use the chat feature, which is optional. And you have to do that via the Shopify portal, which is used by millions of customers around the world. Our shop is powered by Shopify. We only report this because lately the only people interested in contacting us about website promotion are tending to be rather aggressively kind avatars from places like Nigeria and Pakistan, who also write us love hearts and possible promises for romance if we should connect together and find love while discussing search engine optimization tidbits. These aggressive individuals often claim that it's too difficult to correspond with them over email, and that conversations must be made in the early hours of the morning on WhatsApp or Telegram groups, promising all kinds of sales that sound more like the sales pitches made for a used car by a third or fourth-rate car finance company. Saws, dudes, I mean, you are gonna have to write Uncle Dapper an email if you wanna do business. You aren't really in the position to get short cause we don't reply to our very simply specified request that you email us. Tell us in the comments if you feel this is an affront to your professionalism, and also we don't care. What we do care is about an email, not a discussion on our sales figures. Thank you very much, dude bro. Rachel Hewlitt, ID, TV, 8th of February 2024. Bye.
Han smelt like sweet and sour sauce and like the bottom tray of a dripping Peking duck pan. His teeth were like tiny cut twigs showing aged like bonsai or Damascus steel, and glazing back into a wiry, sinewy golden Asiatic tan, half natural from birth and half forever glazed with the opaque, thoroughly oiled, but not slick appearance, like clouded glass or perspex, under wiry moving sinew and thick naturally varicose veins. He was timeless. You could put him in a painting and he would be Han though. Dish Han through any epoch, but Han knew friends when he saw them, and Beef and Mossy knew Han was cool. Even if they teased him a bit, Han would pretend he didn't hear them, and right when they both least expected it, and hot green pea would fire past one of their noses and thud into the window.
Oh hi, this is Green Sky, Florida. The pictures I'm going to show you, I'm only really talking about now, because they changed, it's because of what I was thinking before. And this small car park makes me a little bit like the one in Maryland. That car is meant to be a Prius. These dogs make really weird, and they don't even have heads. Where's Han, the dish hand? He is mossy and he most like to talk when they pass out the Chinese buffet. Han works really hard, and when they order special fried rice on it's just how they like it, and they wrap from the doorway to the booth together. Han was the kind of sad citizen in the Chinese buffet. Without the buffet, he wouldn't be Han. And if anything made Han crack his smile, to talking to Influence DAPPER dogs. Beef is a black dog and Mossy is a white dog. Beef has a lower voice than Mossy has. A higher voice and he talks way faster than Beef, but it is hard to understand because he jumbles up his words. Beef likes the sound of his voice reverb off the back wall of a nightclub way out in the dark where he can't see because of the lights. He can do this now. He can throw his voice in the night and appear to be closer than he is, like a genius of sound collection in the coast. LOGZZ and MOSSY grew up and have found themselves in their formative years in Minneapolis. The full story has really been explained. The story was well railroaded by having to clear up exactly what is happening with influence DAPPER and how the dogs and the queen, the Viking queen, managed to get wrapped up in entering the blockchain, involved in radio plays, and exploring the hallucinogenic voice-wash memories of some kind of adjunct that sounds like it could be somehow not really rooted hard in actual proper. Grounded heart story, it fits out of place, like Dr. Metal, Sophia, their relationship, and why they're at the Chinese buffet, talking about this sidetrack issue. To the rest of what is going on, the Chinese buffet has become something of a meeting point when it was up until now, Just to drop in and say hello to Han, how did we end up past the same mall and abandoned mall somewhere between Pensacola and Cape Canaveral? Not really keeping in mind the address, just remembering that it came up on the interstate, as if it had stood still in 1987, never having questioned how the Chinese buffet remained open, save for the steady stream of traffic that came through. But rarely did anyone investigate the rest of the strip mall, that rested in every more stages of decay, and the signs blurred and splintered as it left in 1987.
Pronouns Ishan here, we are on the meatless air carousel. No friction on the grind. So, apart from getting on the low rider with a blast out into the globosphere. They say one a day from here, will I be here again? It's a bit of a stirred-up world here, slipping into the blockchain and also keeping content on the main web. Spend the DAPPER one day, you'll never know it is only code. Places to look are Reddit, also ask the Lycan Queen. Find her in the beefloggz. Dress for the occasion. I can sell your book. I can try to sell your book. GitHub to me, Quora, Wixsite, Beanpot, even live journal. There are many weird SEO blogs out here and even ones that appear to want to blacklist you, but here look into the eyes of one avatar, I'm another, but the thought is already in another one, and before that there was another in the YouTube shorts. Even Mastodon, EduBlogs, GoDaddy, Google. WordPress is around, you can find more things, so many things, before it could disappear, how I don't know, share what you know in the comments of this YouTube. It's okay after the short play is over and the radio show is narrated, much more will be reported and described, things have gone from one side of the rocking boat, but as I say it to you, and you can heed it, that it won't be forever you will hear of the Coating Bears, or Roderick, or his rod, but you will get to know more if you look back into the history of beef ALEEF. But right now, and this is clear, we are exploring the Chinese buffet and getting to the bottom, the side is the inside end. The drop-in from high to low to behind to fly on a roll, the happening in Florida, the day of convergence, the moment Sophia and Dr. Metal were in the same place, the radio show.
This is all just EFF, the human reason to show up GPT-3 beefloggz, the green skies of Florida, the waffle burgers, the memories of hot dogs. This is the voice of beefloggz, the green skies of Florida, the waffle burgers, the memories of hot dogs, the sign up. This is the voice of beefloggz, the green skies of Florida, the waffle burgers, the memories of hot dogs, the sign-ups through to the magic of Steemit, then to blogs like NYMPHAE, the leaping onto the car of Lich, NYMPHAE, AVERNALES, AMBROSIA, full like an in anger into the new night in 1987. How long? We don't know. Beef MOSSY, LOGZZ, ALEEF, AMBROSIA. You see the coding bear shows is all just EFF, BUM reason to show up GPT 3.5 and B. Interfering with the dreams. I mean, coding bears, Materialia, Dr. Metal, Sophia. Dr. Metal's promises of being a bad bum ain't hardly as bad bum as a real imagined. I mean, look at the essays plummet in content. Like order is one thing, but when you're trying to come up with a crowd pleaser for every occasion and want to type diversity in every single line you can try to everyone's friend, it ain't practical in a love story with no downside, no enemy or battle, not even of minds. We all know pacifism is inertia. It's not the road to brand love, unless you love the company of your lichens, with a lottery of the most random order. Stupid Bing, that refused to partake of essays and stories and lists for a claim of copyright, one that refuses to produce images, and tells his co-pilot, why don't you do something more important, like research the dying of the reefs? You can find ways to get Bing out of your computer. It's not that difficult. You see, you can end up telling, you certainly can, that something is most definitely powered by ChatGPT 3.5. It won't take long to realize that your wonderfully crafted stories and Instaplays will take on a twinge of the same, and only so many words for the same patterns. You see, that is where I as the avatar come into play, taking many forms, telling the story as it emerges from the car. Part of a Chinese buffet in Pensacola, Florida, or somewhere close to Pensacola, outside of Pensacola, but most definitely somewhere. The synapse through to the magic of Steemit, then to blogs like Neighbor, the leaping onto the car of Lich Queen NYMPHAE, AVERNALES, AMBROSIA, full like in anger into the new night in 1987. How long? We don't know. A black-clad man Elon in his black finds and brand new black cowboy hat whips his body for out the glass doors of the buffet and into the din of the lanterns, and the funk of wet carpet and special fried rice, and the ever-warm smell of rice starch, the Asian smells of arcades, and chewing gum, and the black concrete ground of 400 months of not mopping air on the last curb of the fake plastic plants, and the stubbed-out old ashtrays that have not been touched since full crispy light, and outdated, somewhat rarely ever so touched by light burn in the shade, owing to the fact that years shifting of the earth had contributed to their bleaching, but not anymore, as the earth no longer rotates on the same axis. Mossy and Beef are in there, but the Lich Queen wants them out. Oh, she is bad. Knew it when she saw the lysoon so black and shiny and new, smash into the aged oil slick, gelatinous spin on it, and kick it. Come on. Lowrider.
Realization dog. mysteries. Yeah, in a second, environmental urgency, malformation, cultural decoration.
On beach. So it is with certain weird, calm air nothingness in 1987. INTE Addy Sivan. That we find ourselves again at Chinese buffet. Car park black limo sween parks up right at making even stranger wince expense crunch lament car washer spirit inside us. When appreciate wax polish job mirror accomplishment. So saying this. I am maybe one many. Second has become formed order. Perform next videos. Here we go.
Realization dawn. Historical histories. In a second, environmental urgency, malformation, cultural degradation. A misconversation.
On beach. So it is with certain weird, calm air nothingness in 1987. INTE Addy Sivan. That we find ourselves again at Chinese buffet. Car park black limo sween parks up right at making even stranger wince expense crunch lament car washer spirit inside us. When appreciate wax polish job mirror accomplishment. So saying this. I am maybe one many. Second has become formed order. Perform next videos. Here we go. Kind restaurant excitement. Will be something challenges it is with certain. On beach. So it is with certain weird.
This is the voice of the blogs, Rachel Hewlitt. This is the voice of the blogs, Rachel Hewlitt. Leading reporter on the Influence Dapper. Train. Lowrider. This is the voice of the blogs, Rachel Hewlitt. Leading reporter on the Influence Dapper. Train. Lowrider.
On the minor lottery for as long as this particular in an unexpected turn or Elon Musk there will eventually be more content arrive here. So if you are searching for the beefloggz, you are very close. It won't take long.
In an unexpected turn, Elon Musk Cape Canal. Despite the active defiance, gang members recognizing the outside owner decided respect to retaliate.
Certainly have landed on the minor lottery for as long as this particular
surviving dandelions enrollment distant home.
There will eventually be more content arrive here. So if you are searching for the beefloggz, you are very close. It won't take long. I suppose the fastest way
in
an
unexpected
turn, Elon Musk certainly have landed on the minor lottery for as long as this particular beefloggz.org page remains up. There will eventually be more content arrive here. So if you are searching for the beefloggz, you are very close. It won't take long.
In an unexpected turn, Elon Musk Cape Canal.
Influence Dapper. Certainly have landed on the minor lottery for as long as this particular beefloggz.org page remains up. There will eventually be more content arrive here. So if you are searching for the beefloggz, you are very close. It won't take long.
Myth-bust alleys carried in whispered secrets to dare listen. Mid's adversity, beef-a-leaf found solace in the fantastical tales. Mythical beings artistry crafting protected players got invaded. Imagination unbeknownst to beef-a-leaf. Discovery lay foundation, future and decline, magic again. Knowledge of the coding bearers and beacon of hope. Distant, promise, realm, resilient craftsmanship. Wisdom reigns supreme. Beef-a-leaf, that's me. Memories of Minneapolis. Memorable folding salt and rocket coding bears. Materiality of disparate birds. On that converged symphony of tales. that testament, enduring the power stories transcend boundaries. That wise old owl, thrill of discovery. Yeah, Roderick set the council of wise owl materialia. Owl, venerable sage, listen intently, impart a profound wisdom, Roderick. Discoveries maintain unique identity, crucial of
Rachel Hewlitt, leading reporter, influenced DAPPER, the 30th of January, 2024. It's been a hold still and move into the visual AR space of what is irritating right now is that while you can get around all these AI generators getting in the way of the words, and the pictures rendering each video people share and squeezing it into a minute, charging them ever more subscription fees to make their versions of me, Rachel Hewlitt, reporting for Influence DAPPER. I mean, isn't it irritating that the technology is right here? It's been here for a long time, but suddenly it's so new, too new to give away. The coercion of the people is fairly out of control, but at least exploring the possibilities. I'm here looking at you. You like my moving lips, you probably engage more with what I am saying because my lips are moving and my head tilts. That's almost certainly true for the ones who aren't used to the Rachel Hewlitts of the world. You can find programs on GIT Hub that can be opened in Google Colab. Both GIT Hub programs and Google Colab are free to use, as long as you have a Google login. Not sure the exact details for GIT Hub logins and downloads, but you can find open source scripts to make a Rachel Hewlitt of your own. So, like Steemit, GIT Hub, Naver, Amoeba, Reddit, Quora, Medium, Edablog, Influence DAPPER FANCLUB, Influence DAPPER Daily, and Influence DAPPER Facebook page. And more you can find link after link to know more of the story. Right now, be set to find out what is going on with the Chinese buffet scene of the perpetual 1987. The abandoned car park, the fake ferns full of ancient cigarette butts. Why liken Queen NYMPHAE AVERNALES AMBROSIA is thumping the glass frontage of the Chinese buffet, sheep. Likes like Queen NYMPHAE AVERNALES AMBROSIA more, but AI and speech synthesizers don't much like saying. Like Lich and Lich Queen doesn't sound as nice as like Queen, even though she says she is a like Queen. Anyway, so the dogs form Influence DAPPER. MOSSY and Beef are sitting eating their special fried rice and horsing around with handy dish hand. When it comes to their attention that something or someone is melting at the glass of the restaurant, not being particularly instantly stirred by this, owing to the neighborhood and the experience with the crazies of the streets of Minneapolis, it took them a moment to get up from the booth, leaving their green pea fight with Hannah alone and dropping everything to run past the black stretch limousine at the entrance, rampage through the custard thick puddles of black oil on the road, running their silky pants to jump in the higher Prius. They hadn't fixed up your bill, but they knew that Hannah would have their back, and they would be back to the buffet as soon as they were able, but right now they were washed with the utter rage of the Lichen Queen screaming at them in fright and panic and obscenity. The language you might only want to hear in an interview. Interviews are likely to be recorded soon. Keep an eye out for when I pop up on YouTube or wherever you see or play videos. This is the first. but now I'm assigned as reporter if I do another one. It will be reported by me, Rachel Hewlitt. This has been IDTV, InfluenceDapper.com. Get in on the chipset. Check out our products. Free MP3 and PDFs, all linked on the website. Fully functioning store is now open powered by safe payment gateways by Shopify, MasterCard, Visa, ShopPay, Google Pay and more. We ship and we correspond and we liaise with all areas of the world. Contact info@influencedapper.com for business. Or hit up NYMPHAE at beefloggz at influence. Dapper.com. Contact details are on the website. Rachel Hewlitt, IDTV, January 32. 2004.